Anya, Noor's mom. So today I'm going to be speaking to you all about common baby skin rashes and allergies. So as new moms or new parents, the moment we see a tiniest of a pimple or a rash on our baby's skin, we get really worried. So this concern is very valid. However, we must build our awareness on what kind of rashes and allergies are common, what is normal, what is not, what are the causes of it, and how we can prevent or treat them. So we all know that babies when they're born, they have such sensitive and delicate skin. So when they're born, there's a change in environment for them. So earlier they were used to water in the mother's womb, but now they're exposed to so many things outside. The air, which has dust particles, gases, the sun, the climate, then the clothes that we are putting on them, then the things that we are applying on them. So all these exposures can cause their anyways underdeveloped immune system to react in the form of a rash or an allergy. So let us talk about first what are the possible causes of such rashes or allergies. So the number one cause of these are your genetic factors. So if you do have a history of allergy or rash in the family, there's a high chance your baby will have it too. Second, viral or bacterial infections. So in case your baby develops either of them, there's a very high chance that your baby's immune system, which is still developing, might react in the form of a rash or an allergy. Third is your food. So if your baby is greater than 6 months old and you introduce food, so your baby might have an allergic reaction to a food. So there are 5 common foods that can cause these allergies or rashes, which is wheat, egg, dairy, nuts, and your fish and shellfish. So all this can also cause a rash or an allergy. The next cause is a very shocking cause and an unexpected cause. It is your baby's laundry detergent. So yes, a laundry detergent can not just aggravate a rash or an allergy, but it can also be a cause to it, and a very big cause to it. So these laundry detergents have fragrances in them, and these fragrances are made up of a combination of chemicals. So these chemicals can be natural also and synthetic also. So even though all fragrances aren't bad, but some of them have very toxic chemicals like phthalates and parabens and benzene derivatives, and they can really affect your baby's delicate and sensitive skin. So you should, if you have a newborn in your house or a small baby or a baby or a toddler who has a rash or an allergy prone skin, then you should use a all natural and fragrance free detergent. So I'll show you what I'm using for Noor. So I'm using the Windmill Baby fragrance free laundry detergent for Noor. So this fragrance free detergent, a few of them are available in the market, but I chose Windmill Baby for the prime reason that they have a USDA certification of the claim that they are natural. So there are a lot of brands in the market that claim that they are natural, but do they have any claim to back it? No, but they are actually India's first USDA certified natural. So hence I chose this. They are also toxin free and allergen free. So this is a very safe detergent to use for your newborn skin, and not only just for rashes and allergies. It's a great way even to protect your baby from prickly heat rashes. So like at the moment monsoons are going on, and I am using this detergent for the entire family, for us also and for Noor's clothes also, and it is working really magically for us. So a fragrance free detergent that is natural, toxin free, allergen free is the key to preventing a baby from catching or causing any rash or allergy. Now the next reason cause is the kind of clothing that your baby is wearing. So babies are in clothes 24/7. So they are also a very leading cause of either causing a rash or an allergy or spreading a rash or an allergy. So your baby's clothes should be made of 100% cotton. They should be very soft and they should be light, airy and not too tight. And even if it's winters, make sure your baby is wearing a cotton vest inside over a fleece suit or whatever warm clothing that the baby is wearing. The next cause is oil massages. So sometimes some baby's skin react to certain baby oils. Hence it is advised that you should use an extra virgin coconut oil for your baby's oil massage, because coconut oil is said to have antiviral, antibacterial and cooling properties. Also, don't make your baby sit in that oil for a very long time after the massage. So immediately after the oil massage, you should follow it with a bath to avoid that oil blocking the baby's glands and causing a rash or an allergy. The next cause, another cause that people don't think much of, are towels. So it is very important that you use a very soft towel for your baby, which is made of bamboo or any natural fabric which is very soft on the skin. Because we don't realize is that a simple towel, if it is rough or harsh, it can easily make a rash worse and even can spread it over. So sometimes initially when we buy towels, they are very soft, but after 1 or 2 washes they become rough. So I recommend the Dot Mom bamboo towels, and they are excellent. So you must try them also. The next cause is exposure to hot and humid weather or the sun. The next cause is your baby's skincare. So just like detergents, your baby's skincare also has to be natural, toxin-free, allergen-free, free of any parabens, free of any phthalates or dyes or sulfates. So pick a good brand of baby skincare because once again, just like clothes, you're putting this on your baby's skin directly. So it's very important that you use a natural brand. So I would suggest the Mustela baby range, Aveeno range. So they have great products not only for normal skin but even for sensitive and delicate allergy prone, rash prone skin. The last cause is a very popular cause, which is our diaper rashes, and that is caused by trapped moisture in the baby's diaper. If you're not changing it regularly, or the baby has pooped in it for a very long time, or it is too tight. So now let's move on to understand some of the common rashes and allergies. So the first common allergy is eczema. So 1 out of 10 babies are known to have eczema, and it is a skin condition characterized by small tiny red patches which are very itchy and dry and scaly, and it causes a lot of itching to the baby. Mostly it occurs in smaller babies in the face, chest, arms and legs, and for older babies behind the knees, in the elbows. So what causes it? There is no known cause of eczema, but there are various things that can trigger it. So if you have it in your genes, then you can have it. Then those toxic chemicals in your baby's laundry detergent, skincare, all of them can really trigger it. It's a very big cause of eczema. Third, any food item that your baby is allergic to can also trigger eczema. So what do we do about it? So number 1, we should use a fragrance-free laundry detergent like this one for our babies. Then we should use all natural, toxin-free, parabens-free, sulfate-free baby skincare. Then we should try and recognize that trigger of eczema of the baby, and if it is a food item, we should try to eliminate that from the baby's diet. And you should use high moisture creams that are made specially for sensitive skin and eczema, like Aveeno and Mustela. You can also use Pseudo-Creme. This is a great remedy for eczema prone skin. So this is an antiseptic healing cream. I've talked about it a lot of times. It works very well for eczema and all kinds of rashes. So all this can be used to deal with eczema apart from whatever your doctor prescribes. Next common baby rash is erythema toximum, also known as newborn rash. So this is a very common rash, and almost 50% of babies develop this after birth, and this comes from anywhere from 2 days till 2 weeks from a baby's birth. So it appears in the form of tiny red patches or blotches or pimples that have a yellow tip. So it is absolutely common, very harmless, It goes away on its own within a week's time. You don't need to do anything about it. Do not start applying any OTC creams or any ointments or any baby powder. It will go away on its own. Just keep your baby clean and dry, cotton clothes, airy clothes, and use a fragrance-free detergent in order to avoid further spread or aggravation of the rash. The next rash is called baby acne. So once again, this is also a very common rash. It appears in the form of small red pimples on the baby's face, forehead, cheeks, nose, chin area, and it appears anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks of the baby's birth. So this also is harmless and it goes away on its own by the time the baby is 3 or 4 months old. Even Noor had this, and initially I was very scared, but it went away on its own. You don't need to apply anything, just like the newborn rash. No OTC cream, no ointments. Just keep your baby's face clean and dry. Don't kiss on your baby's face because bacteria gets transferred. And just wash your baby's face with water. Don't apply any face wash or any lotion. The next common baby rash is prickly heat rash. So this usually happens in the hot weather or hot and humid weather that are monsoons, and they are actually caused by the blockage of sweat glands. So babies, when they are exposed to this hot and humid climate, they tend to sweat a lot, but their sweat glands are not that developed. So what happens is, because of that profuse sweating, that excessive sweating, their sweat glands get blocked, but their body continues to sweat, and the only way for the body to release that sweat is through a prickly heat rash. So it appears in the form of tiny red bumps on the baby's chest or back, or wherever there is covered, whichever area is covered, like the baby's armpits or the inner thighs, their folds, so all those places. What can you do about it? So you need to ensure that your baby's room temperature is neither too hot, neither too cold. Your baby is wearing appropriate clothes. They are made of cotton, they're not too tight, they're airy, and they're basically made of very light fabric, light colored clothes, and you are using a fragrance-free detergent. Also, no baby powder. If your baby has a prickly heat rash, they're very harmful for your baby. You can check my video on baby powders. Next kind of rash that we're going to be talking about is drool rash. So drool rash is a rash caused by the baby's drooling saliva. So when they're teething or they are in the habit of using a pacifier, a lot of saliva tends to build up in the baby's mouth. And this saliva obviously does have bacteria because the baby keeps on drinking milk or having food. And whenever this saliva remains on the baby's face, or say the chin or around the lips, it tends to develop in a rash. So once again, it is a very common rash, usually happens to most babies during this phase. What you need to do about it? Nothing. No OTC creams, no ointments, no powders, and you also need to make sure you're cleaning your baby's face with a wet cloth every time he drools that saliva, and do not use any kind of baby lotion, baby wash, face wash on your baby's skin. Your drool rash will go away on its own in a few days. Next common baby rash that we're going to be talking about is diaper rash. So diaper rash is very common. Like I said, it happens because of trapped moisture inside the baby's diaper. If you've not changed your baby's diaper for a very long time, or your baby has done potty in it and you've not changed it, or the diaper is too tight. So ensure you're keeping your baby absolutely clean and dry even while using diapers. You're giving diaper free time, minimum 2 to 3 hours. You're changing diapers regularly every 2 to 3 hours. The diaper is of the right size. It's not too tight, not too loose, and you are not using any kind of fragranced wipes to clean your baby's bum. Either use water and a washcloth, or use those 99.9% pure water wipes to clean your baby's bum. You can also use a zinc oxide based diaper rash cream that I highly recommend, which once again is the pseudo creme that I had shown you. So this was all about baby rashes and allergies. Hope my video was helpful. I will be linking all the products that I have shown and mentioned in the video in the description below. Bye bye.